Hi everybody, welcome to Date Night Dialogues with Tag
and Paige.
So where are we right now, love? What are we doing?
Right now we are doing something really fun. We are sitting on the grass outside of the Wymount
Amp,
which is a outdoor concert place in Bentonville, and tonight is going to be Rascal Flatts. So they're really fun.
They just finished the opening act. I'm not sure who it was, but he sings a country song that we've heard of.
Yeah.
His main song.
So
yeah,
I really love to come and sit on the grass outside because you can hear the concert, but you're not in the big crowd of people that are drunk and screaming. And
you can leave whenever you want. You don't have to feel like you wasted any money.
Yeah, it's free. And you can just, it's peaceful, and we can just talk, and the music's not very loud. So you can still hear it, but it's not super loud. It's fun. It's so fun.
Yeah. Went up to eat at Carrabba's down in Rogers, Arkansas.
Yeah.
Used a gift certificate that you got for Christmas or Mother's Day or something.
Yep. So we had a really good day today. Yep. Piper went to Hamilton with her friends.
In Tulsa, Oklahoma.
They invited her to go to Hamilton, so she was super excited, and she's on her way home now. And Sarger and Daddy worked on this tree that half of it fell down during a storm this week, and so they chopped it up and made us a big wood pile. So that was cool.
Yep.
And
Sarger mowed the lawn for $50. Goes into his mission account. I'd pay like $80 to mow it, or $80 to $100 if I hired someone to mow. So I figure I get 10 for it because I own the tractor and the gas and everything. 20 to do the edging, and 50 to mow. And so he mows. He wants to learn how to do the edging, but we haven't got around to teaching him yet. Once he does the edging, he'll get $70 instead of 50.
But one thing cool about Sarger is he doesn't complain. Like he gets out there and does it, and it takes a long time.
He's a hard worker. He doesn't complain.
It's pretty.
We're working together.
Pretty impressive. So tonight, I thought it would be fun to talk about our Wymount years.
The Wymount years. Wymount Terrace
of our marriage.
On the campus of Brigham Young University in Provo, Utah.
Yep.
So we started there in January of 1995. We got married in November of 94, went on our honeymoon over Christmas break, and moved in January. And the reason we were able to move in so January, we got on the list early. And I remember we got a really small apartment. It was just a one-bedroom. So it had like a kitchen, a living room, and a single bedroom and a bathroom. That's it. And it was on the third floor.
Yep.
And one of the nice things about living in Wymount Terrace is it's the closest married housing that you'll find to campus, and it's cheapest too.
Yeah, so it's a really score to get in there.
Yeah.
And Quincey and Nate live there right now, so that's fun.
Yeah. And we lived on the top floor. They had 3 floors. We lived on the third floor. Had to hike up and down every time. And so in the January of '95, that was during my junior year, I think.
And when we got in there, we applied for the job to be the what was it? The RAs? Is that what they're called?
Yeah. Well, we went for a semester, and then we applied to be the resident assistants. So in Wymount Terrace, there's like little clusters of apartment buildings. There were 4 buildings per cluster. And in each cluster, they wanted to have one couple be like the main people in charge, the resident assistants. And all that meant is you had to kind of coordinate communications to everybody and be in charge of like responding to complaints and stuff like that, and give like status reports back to the main office. And in exchange, we got free rent. So after we had lived there we lived there for like a year, and then we got that. That was awesome.
Yeah, and I don't remember it being a ton of work or anything.
No, it was easy. They would just give us flyers like once a week. We had to walk around and put them on everybody's door.
Just be there if someone needed something, but really hardly ever happened. But when I think about that time, I just remember being so excited to be married, and just like we're having our own place.
Yeah.
And decorating it ourselves and getting our own furniture.
And that was kind of our first our own home. In December, we lived in the studio by
Just
my
for a
parents'
couple
house
months till we could,
for like
or
1 month.
till we could get into Wymount.
So this was like our first real home, on our
Yeah.
own.
Yeah, it was really, really fun. We were playing
And
house.
I was going to school full time. I was in the junior corps at BYU, and you
I was
were
working
working full time at New
Skin.
Skin. And
Yeah,
and
so that was
anyway,
fun. It was a really
fun.
good job.
Yeah. And we went. I did spring semester, but spring term, but I took summer term off. I needed some break, but I kept doing spring because I missed another semester when I got home from my mission. Remember how
Oh yeah.
I stayed an extra month, so I was
Uh-huh.
trying to catch up and get back on track
Yeah, so
to graduate in 4 years.
so it was fun, but 2 months after we were married, I got pregnant, and it was planned. So we weren't married very long before we.
Why did you
were
want to get
starting
pregnant so fast?
Well,
Like, that was pretty
I
fast.
wanted to get pregnant. I just wanted to start having kids because I knew I wanted a large family. And I think wasn't I 24 when I
You were
got
20.
married?
Yeah, you were 24. You just barely turned 24
Yeah,
November
so I was
15th.
24. So I felt like, well, if I want a bunch of kids, I need to get started. So we did.
Anyway, so you're pregnant now in the beginning of 1995.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
Yeah,
doing
we're
the junior
super
corps, so it was
excited.
pretty intense. And we started a little business. Do you remember our business?
Yeah.
Can you tell about it?
Well, your mom kind of gave us the opportunity to get some of these mats, like frames. They used to put mats in frames a lot. And it sounds like Rascal Flatts is starting.
Yeah, there goes the crowd.
Anyway, so she would get us a bunch of these extra mats, or
They're kind of seconds,
like not
either.
slightly imperfect, but a lot of them looked perfect.
A lot
or
of them are perfect. I
extras.
think they just extras. Like they had
Extras from large
They would want to go
orders.
produce 600, but the way they cut them out, they only had enough space for 750. So they knew they had to use up the rest of the mats, so they'd make an extra 150 and then put them in these boxes.
Yeah, so we got them for like $5 a box. or
$5
something.
like for a huge box with like
Full
probably
of mats.
like 250 mats in it.
So we would go to craft fairs and sell these mats for $10 for
It was
$10.
it was 75 cents each, or 10 for $6.
Okay, you have a better memory than me for that. But yeah, it was like a great deal, because normally a mat would be about $3 to $4
And you know what was the best
each.
about it is our mats. We would sell them to the people that would come shopping at the craft fairs, but we would also sell them to the other people that had booths, because the other people that had booths
they were crafty.
and it's like they get these inexpensive mats.
Yeah,
I mean, all sizes, like 5 by 10, 5 by 7, 8 by 10, really big ones.
yeah,
And
It was so cool.
whatever the size, it didn't matter, the same price. We didn't want to have
because
to.
we were just, it was like such a great deal, no one could pass
So
it
we'd pay
up.
like, I don't know what we'd pay, like $50 for a booth.
Yeah.
Or $100 for a booth or something. We'd set up a booth and then just sell these mats like crazy.
Yeah, on the weekends. So we both had other jobs. Wait, what was your job?
Well, I didn't have a job until my last year of college.
Okay.
I was just focused on school. You were making money at New Skin.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, in my Quicken, how I kept track of our finances.
Yeah.
I kept track of all of the expenses that we spent and all the money that we made just on those mats. And by the time we graduated from college, we had made a net income of like $7,500 just on those mats.
Wow. That was cool.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like we did it all the time. We just did it whenever there was a craft fair.
Yeah.
So it's not
Sometimes
like
we
we
went
were
to
working.
we did a huge craft fairs like in Salt Lake, where you have to pay like a lot of money for a booth, but we'd rake in thousands of dollars.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was pretty fun.
He's singing Old Country Road or whatever it's called. You don't know this song?
I don't think so. I know a lot of Rascal Flatts, but not
Oh, I don't think
recognize.
this is a Rascal Flatts. This is a really popular song. Man, I don't know it.
Huh.
It's pretty rare that I know a popular song that you don't. Anyways, so now we're getting to the fall of 1995, and you give your notice at New Skin that you're going to work up until Quincy's born, and then Quincy's born, and we kind of talked about this on the Quincy time. And then when Quincy was born,
I
you
worked
stopped
until
working
the day before she was born. Like,
and
she
you
was
would just
born on
stay
Wednesday.
home in our little Wymount. So, I forgot. when Quincy was getting ready to be born, we needed to move our apartment because we needed more than one bedroom. Remember this?
Yeah.
Did we move to our apartment before she was born or after she was born?
I don't remember. I think before. I think when she came home, we already had the new apartment.
We moved from one apartment to the next, and guess what? We went from the third floor of one building to the third floor of another building. And I remember time was kind of winding down for us to move out, and we were kind of stressed out. We weren't going to be able to have our apartment all moved out and cleaned on time, and kind of stressed. And we called the Relief Society president. Next thing you know, the whole ward was over at our house helping us clean and move. That was pretty nice.
Yeah, that is. I don't remember, but that's awesome. You have a good memory.
Because it was like getting late at night, and we were running out of time. So anyway, moved to a different apartment. Quincy was born. We had the second bedroom with the crib in there. She was in there. And I was still going through junior core. I had our computer, our little dot matrix printer to print my homework, running Quicken and personal ancestral file, and that was fun. Lived there for a couple more years, so we moved into that one in the fall of 1995, and we lived there until the spring of 1997, so about a year and a half more. And
I just remember it was a special time because it was just us and Quincy, and it was so much fun.
You would just lay on the bed and read books and stuff.
To Quincy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just so fun to have our very own baby, and she was so cute, and she was so smart, and she just had these little blonde curls with these big round blue eyes, and
she had the curly hair, and you would
it was fun.
You would put gel in her hair, and then you'd fluff it with this little comb so her curls would stick up.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I we would sometimes visit my parents in Highland, and sometimes we'd drive down to Phoenix and visit yours, like usually for Christmas or Thanksgiving we'd alternate. And then I got close to graduating, and we wanted to get ready to buy a house. Remember that? It was your idea to buy a house. So then I had like 3 jobs my last semester because we were trying to save up enough down payment to try to avoid the mortgage insurance. And so that last semester was really busy, working like 3 part-time jobs and go to school full-time. But we did it. But Wymount was a fun time. What are some other things? Oh, remember Quincy? Like, she would sit up with her pacifier on our balcony on the 3rd floor. She'd throw her pacifier off and then cry to make me go get it.
She loved her pacifier. That was funny. I just remember you down in the bushes with the flashlight looking for her special pacifier because she only had one that she liked. So it was fun.
I remember on Valentine's Day I made a little bucket full of little hearts and I put it on top of the door so that when you open the door they all dumped out on your head.
Yeah.
I think the bucket hit you in the head probably.
I remember that. That was fun. And I had so much fun making dinner. Like, I was this wife, making dinner for you, and I just thought it was really cool. So
it sure helped us because you didn't have to work. You weren't working because you had Quincy, but that we didn't have to pay rent.
Right.
I mean, that was so awesome.
Yeah, that was amazing.
I mean, basically we lived off of our mat business until my last semester, but I started to pay out, save up money for our down payment, but we didn't have a lot of income, but we were able to get by.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Remember, I'd ride my mountain bike to and from class every day, and sometimes it would be like totally snowing,
and
there'd be like 6 inches of fresh snow on the ground, and the snow plow hadn't come through yet.
And he's riding his bike.
I'm riding my mountain bike. I think we got a video of that probably in our archives.
Yeah, I remember that one time we went and flew a kite.
Oh yeah.
And the kite broke. The kite string broke.
We let the string out so far we thought it was tied to the spool, and we let it all out, and then it just like came off the spool. It wasn't even tied to the spool.
So the kite just took off.
And we just gave up. We just thought, okay, this kite is
there
long
it goes.
gone. Oh well. And then we went into our apartment. We're sitting in our bedroom. We look out the window, up in the sky, and way up in the sky, there's this kite just sitting there flying.
Still flying.
And apparently the string, it went for like 100 yards over our apartment complex, and then the string got caught in a huge tree, and it just kept flying. But the string was so high up there off the ground in that tree, I don't know if we ever got it back.
No, we didn't. We just kept
didn't-
marveling at it out the
marveling
window.
how long the kite stayed up there
Still
until
up
someday.
there. It's still up there. Yeah, that was fun.
But yeah, it's a special place.
Yeah.
Right close to the temple, close to campus, close to the MTC. I know it was a great time of our life.
It's awesome.
There's a little tiny playground. Remember, in the middle of there's like 4 buildings, and right in the middle there's a little big playground with swings and slides for little kids.
Yeah.
Sand. There was a laundromat, so we didn't have a washing machine in our apartment. We had to walk over to the laundromat.
And it's still that way. Quincy and Nate don't have a dishwasher or a laundry or their own, clothes washer or whatever, and so they have to still walk to the laundromat. But yeah, it's fine.
Well, so we're at 16 minutes. Let's turn it off and enjoy this concert.
All right.
Unless there's anything else you can remember about Wymount.
That's about it. It was fun.
Yeah, it was a great time of our life, though. Fun place to live.
All right, everyone. Thanks for listening to us, and we hope you have a great day and a great night too. And we will talk to you later.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye.